Hey guys, today I will show you how to create a workflow that generates unlimited leads in just one click. So let's begin. First of all, for this workflow to work, you will have to install some things. The first thing will be our scraper, which is a free scraper, by the way, completely open source that you can use, which is Crawl for AI. I will leave you guys the link for the GitHub repo in the description, but the steps to install this are pretty simple. All you have to do is just open your CMD. Of course, you will have to have Python installed on your local machine. After that, you will have to run this command here, pip install crawl for AI, wait for it to be installed, and then once it's done, you will have to run this command, crawl for AI -setup. After that, we have installed crawl for AI, which is our scraper, and then we will set up our database in which we'll be saving leads. You can use Google Sheets if you want a completely free solution. I went with Airtable for this tutorial. If you want to use Airtable, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is just go to the Airtable website. Once you're logged in into your account, just click on create and then click on create from scratch. You will have to create a base, give it a name leads from here, and then give your table a name. Just click on rename table. Whatever you want, doesn't have to be leads, by the way. Alright, you will find an empty table here. You will need to add the necessary inputs. So I have chosen business name, full name, email, phone number, website. These two are optional, by the way, created ad and modified ad. To create a field, all you have to do is just click on this plus icon here, choose the type of the field. All of our fields are single line text, just click on it and then give your field a name. For the created ad and modified ad, all you have to do again, click on the plus, search for created, and then select created time. Give it a name. For the modified, it will be modified, and then choose the last modified time. Alright, now we have set up our Airtable or our database that will be saving leads in. Can be Google Sheets for you. For Airtable, of course, we will have to get our API key. That way we can integrate it inside N8N. So it's pretty simple. Just on the top right corner here, click on your account and then go to Builder Hub. After that, go to Personal Access Tokens and then click on Create New Token and create your token. Alright, we are done with the installation now. We will get to our workflow. So, our first node here, which is our trigger, it will be a on-form submission. To add it, just right-click, click on Add Node, look for Forms, and then select N8N Form. Under Triggers, go with the On New N8N Form event. It will give you something like this. You will have to configure it, give it a title. For the elements, we will need 3 elements. The first one will be the keywords, element type text. Change this to required. The second field, which will be the number of pages, the element type is number. And then this required again. And the third field will be the search engine, element type drop-down list. For the options, we will go with Bing and Google. These are the search engines that our scraper is going to use. Keep this to required and turn off multiple choice. To add a field, just click on add form element. It will be simple. Just like that, we have created our trigger. We will move on to the code node. Right click, click on add node, look for code, and then click on it. It will give you something like this. Keep the mode to run once for all items, the language JavaScript, and then you will have to pause and copy this code. What this one will do basically is we have different formats for the URLs for each search engine that we are gonna use. So we will be taking the keywords and the search engine, encoding our keywords to remove the spaces and the special characters. And then for each search engine, we will transform the keywords into the right format. So for Bing, it will be something like this. And for Google, it will be something like this, of course. For the start param, basically, they are the number of pages that we are looking in. It will be taken from the total URL, which is one of the elements that we created inside our form. So for that, go here for the total URLs and drag and drop the number of pages and keep the rest as it is. I will let you copy the code now. By the way, we are releasing a free community soon in which we will include all of the assets to our videos, of course, from templates, from code, from textual guide, etc. So keep an eye on the channel. We will release it soon and we will let you know. Alright, now moving on to the third node, which will be basically the loop node. Right click, click on add node, look for loop, and then include it. You don't have to change anything inside the loop node. All you have to do is just remove these. And then it will be like this. You will have to link it to the next node. So for the next node, we'll be using execute command. So right click, click on add node, look for execute command. By the way, this will only work if you're working with a self-hosted N8N instance, because the execute node doesn't exist in the cloud, I guess. So you will have to self-host it. I have previously made a video on how to self-host N8N. So feel free to watch it. It will be in the description. Click on execute command. For this, we will need a bit of setup. So as you can see here, you can copy, of course, the command here. here. Between these quotes, it will be basically the URL from the loop over items. So drag and drop the URL inside here and then leave it. All right. Now, as you can see, we have crawler.py here, which is our Python file that we'll need to create. So open any code editor you want. I went with Visual Studio Code. And then you will have to copy exactly this code here. You can pause the video and copy it. All right. Basically, what this will do is it will take, let's say we have selected 5 pages here. So we'll have 5 URLs here. So this loop over items will loop over each URL and it will pass URL by URL as an argument to the crawler.py file. So it will take the argument here and execute the scraping. And then it will give you back the result for each URL. Alright, save this in your root folder and then leave it, of course. And then you can now close the execute command node. So as I mentioned, you will have to link the loop with the execute command node. And then for the done, of course, when the workflow is done, you will have to do nothing. So click on this plus button and then look for do nothing. And then include this, all right? It will be something like this. Now, moving on to the next node, which is a basic LLM chain. So right click on add node, look for basic, and then select basic LLM chain. Now we'll have to configure it a bit. So for the source for prompt, select define below. And then for the prompt or user message, we will have to pass it the output of the execute command. So drag it and drop it here. Activate the require specific output format. We will get to it later. And then click on add prompt and then give it type name or ID to system. And then this message here, you can pause the video and copy it. Of course, this is a basic prompt. You can change it, tailor it to your needs, of course. But yeah, we're basically telling it that it is a lead extractor. It will take a raw HTML page and identify any business name, email, lead name, website if it exists. Of course, I'm telling it not to include leads without any contact info. And then I'm giving it this format here. Now, remember when I told you to activate the require specific output format, it will give you this message. Just click on output parser. It will tell you to choose from 3 options. Go with the structured output parser. For the schema type, give it generate from JSON example. And for the JSON example, of course, you can pause the video and copy this one. It will be basically same as that we passed to in the prompt. Object called leads, which is an array of other objects containing business name, email, name, phone number, and website. All right, now we are done. This one will give you 1 item. You will have to split that item into multiple items so we can iterate over. So for that, we will need the split out node, which will take that 1 item and split it out into multiple items that we can iterate, as I said. So right click on add node, look for split, and then include it. Now you will have to configure it. So for the fields to split out, it will be the leads from the basic LLM chain output. So take this and drag it and drop it here. Include all other fields, of course. Change this to all other fields, and then we are ready. After that, we will need to save our leads into our Airtable or Google Sheets, of course. So for the Airtable users, click on add node, look for Airtable, and then for the action, it will be create a record. All right. Of course, we'll have to include our credentials. So create new credential and then paste in the access token that you have just copied from Airtable. For the resource, keep it to record. Operation, keep it to create. For the base, select the base that you created, same as the table that you have just created. And then for the fields, it will be map each column manually. It will give you the list of fields that you have created there. So for the business name, you have to drag and drop the business name from the if node here. For the full name, same again, it will be the name. For the email, it will be the email, phone number, and then website. All right, we are ready now. But no, before the Airtable, I forgot about the if node. So basically what this will do is it will double check if we are including leads without any contact info or no. So it will ignore any lead that doesn't have any phone number and email. So for this, click or include the if node. And then for the condition, just drag and drop the output.lead email here is equal to NA and add another condition with the and condition, of course. And then drag and drop the phone number and same is equal to n/a. All right. Remember when I told you in the loop node, it will be a link to this and the output of this Airtable, it will have to be the input of the loop node. Take this output from here and then put it inside the loop node. All right. Sorry guys, I realized that I made a mistake. So remove the if node from here. Apparently I need to find a solution for that. In case there are no emails and no phone number, it will just stop the workflow. So there is no need to include it now. So yeah, just link directly the split out to the Airtable node and leave it as it is. And now let's test our workflow. So click on test workflow. In the keywords, just input whatever you're looking for. So for example, I'm looking for restaurant owners or restaurants in general. So owner Add for the email, location in London, let's say. Number of pages, let's create 3 pages. I'm gonna select the search engine here, so I'm going with Google. Click on submit and then wait for your workflow to finish executing. If we go here, we'll see our leads getting filled. Alright, and our workflow has finished executing. Now if we go back here, we'll see that we got 22 leads from the 3 pages that we have just scraped in just a simple click, of course. Some of these need some cleaning, of course. They don't have any website, phone number, or email, so we can remove them later on. But yeah, we got some that have actual contact information, number, etc. that we can call. Of course, this applies for any field or any lead that you're looking for. So yeah, it doesn't stop only at restaurants, of course. So yeah, guys, this is it. This is how you can scrape leads in N8N for completely free in just a simple click. This is just a basic workflow. It is still able to be iterated and improved upon. If you have copied this and improved, of course, share with us. We are looking forward to know about your guys' creation. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and found it useful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be seeing you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.